Hello, you beautiful soul. Welcome to another video. This video is about how listening to other people and believing what they say can actually destroy your chances to live your dreams. And it almost destroyed mine. I will actually also share my story of how, when I was just starting my career, listening to other people has led me to feel quite bad and almost destroyed my chances to get my dream job at the time. And I will also explain what I did to actually get out of feeling like that and how I managed to succeed in getting the job of my dreams at the time. Before I start, my name is Dragana Spika and I'm a rapid transformational therapist and hypnotherapist. Before I became a therapist and hypnotherapist, I actually worked in investment banking in London. It was many years ago. I actually worked in investment banking for 10 years. So when I first went to London to look for a job, I really wanted to work in the financial services industry. And then in my mind, I said, well, I will do everything that I can and something will come up. I will contact people, I will apply everywhere I can. I will be in touch with headhunters. I will speak to people that I know. I'll get better and better at interviews. And if you give everything you've got, if you put in an effort and build yourself up through the process, I must succeed. That was my mindset I started with. And then I started listening to other people. And by the way, I don't blame any of those people. They were just speaking from their own fears and their own perspective and their own beliefs, really. But their beliefs were quite negative. And what happened was they started telling me, people around me. So the partner I was with actually at the time told me that my CV is crap. And that other people told me, well, look, you have no previous experience in financial services in London. You have not even studied in London. So it is really difficult to enter this industry without having those things on your CV. So the more I listened to different people in my environment telling me how it's impossible and difficult and I don't have this and I don't have that on my CV and that will make it impossible, I kind of started believing them, because I was also without a job, kind of in a weak position in my head, and they were employed in London and they knew better. So I started believing them and stop believing my own optimism, my own voice that was telling me, if you really give your all, give it all, something will come up. And I stopped listening to my voice. I started believing them. Their voice became more important in my head than my own. And right then I started feeling really bad. I was feeling worse and worse every day. I would not even get out of a house. I was applying for different types of jobs. I remember I was physically and mentally really not good. I remember one day I woke up, I had such a stiff neck that I couldn't even move. I spent the whole day in bed, literally hoping that by the next day this will go away, whatever that was. So what that was basically, then when we are stressed and when whatever is happening to us emotionally, our bodies are keeping score. Our bodies are showing how we feel emotionally. So that is what was going on. And basically at that point I realized my own voice was telling me, I was looking for the job of my dreams at the time. My own voice was telling me, if you give it all, if you believe in it, you give it your best, you grow through the process, something will come up. You must find what you're looking for. And other people were telling me differently. And because in my eyes, I trusted them more than I trusted my own voice, I started looking up to them and looking down on my own voice. I started feeling more and more bad. And feeling bad, I started being bad at interviews as well. When you feel bad, when you feel like a loser, you will not do well at interviews. Feeling like a loser going to an interview will not feel good. So that was going on for a few months until I felt so bad that in my head, I literally said, I remember there was this turning point when I was just done. I was done. I was done with everyone. I was done with, again, it was not their fault. It was me trusting their voices more than I trusted my own voice. And I was just done. I said, you know what? F you, pardon my French, F you, all those external voices. I'm going to do this my way and watch me. And because I was so low, I was just done with being so low. I was just done with it and done with listening to all those negativity and you can't and it's difficult and it's impossible. I was just done with it. And that was the turning point, and everything changed because I started believing my own voice again. I started believing myself again more than I believe others. I started listening to myself more than I listened to those other people who were telling me negative things. So at that point I said, watch me. And then I went and did what they told me is impossible. Listening to those voices made me believe, like, those external opinions, other people, made me believe like I was somehow worth less than those other people who have experience on their CV, have experience from London, and they have studied in those important schools in London, reputable universities in London. So somehow listening to them made me believe that I was worth less than those people, that I was less capable. And that's why I started feeling bad. And as soon as I decided, well, I'm not going to believe that, I am worthy, I can do this. I've done so much in my life, I succeeded so many times in what I was after, and I'm going to do it again. And I went on and I did my best. I was applying for jobs, speaking to people, and I found a job in the financial services industry. There was a person who actually told me, you know what? I get a lot of CVs, and after interviewing me, they said, we really like your energy. We love all the extra activities you were doing during your university years. We actually wanted someone who thinks out of the box rather than another person who comes from the famous school and they're all thinking the same way. So they hired me for who I was, and I succeeded in finding the job of my dreams at the time in the financial services industry. So to sum up, if you really, really, really want something, it is your dream job, for example, and you have this voice telling you this is what you need, go after it, you can do it. It's a big step, but you can do it. Do whatever you can, it must pay off. And then you start listening to the external voices saying, oh, you can't, it's impossible, you're not good enough, look at those people, they have more than you, they're better than you. If you start listening to those voices, believing them more than you believe your own voice, you will start feeling really bad and you will start going very low. And that will prevent you from going after your dreams, because you will not think that you're capable. And even if you do, people will see a person who doesn't even believe in themselves. No one is going to hire a person who looks like they don't even trust they can do the job. Listen to your own voice more than you're listening to the other people, because it's not their fault. They don't know what you're capable of. You know what you're capable of. Your voice has to matter more than the voices of people around you. Your belief in what you feel is possible for you has to be stronger. You have to give it more credit than you're giving to those people and voices outside of yourself, around you. So I wish you to reconnect fully with that voice within you that tells you that you are good enough, that you can do it, that absolutely things are available to you. And if you focus on it, believe in yourself, listen to your own voice, you can get anywhere. I wish you a job of your dreams. I wish you a life of your dreams, and I'm celebrating your successes already. I wish you a wonderful day.